Whoa, that made me jump. Why did so many little animals suddenly scurry over? Strange. They seem to be fleeing. The voice seems to be coming from this hole. My ears... they're ringing non-stop. Why does this voice sound so familiar? Should I jump down? Who knows what sort of trouble could be waiting? Right. Let me test the waters first. Hello? Come out of there! This sudden silence. But what exactly is down there? Well, there might be trouble, but there could also be treasure. Might as well take a look. If I encounter any danger, I'll make a quick exit. Just my luck. But looks like there's still a path ahead. Where am I? This is the same singing as before. I should follow the voice. A huge shell. Strange. Did that song just now come from inside? Could it be a fae? Hold on. Speaking of singing fae, could it be Vodyanitsa? Hello? Anyone here? Still no response. Well, if there are mushroom gods in this world, there might as well be seashell fae. I should check it out.
Traveler? Don't sound so surprised. Who else were you expecting? A lost little Snegoroshka? A Vila who took a wrong turn? A Doma voice stranded in the middle of nowhere? Because my private practice room is so well hidden, obviously. No one stumbles upon this place on purpose. Oh, that. Yeah, I originally planned to channel some water over there and completely seal it off. But I asked a bunch of engineers, and they all said blowing up the cave's rock wall could cause landslides, avalanches, surface cracks, all kinds of bad things. Anyway, it'd be a huge pain. Plus, if the cave's original structure was destroyed, its acoustics would be ruined too, and then I wouldn't even be able to use it for practice. So, I gave up. And anyway, it's just like you said. Not many people would dare to jump down from up there. I'm not answering that question, because you haven't answered mine. Who else were you expecting to see here? One person asks, the other person answers. Then comes the next question. That's how polite conversation should go. A shell fae? You mean The oyster sprites that protect children who fall in the water? The ones from the fairy tales? Fae like that don't exist in Snezhnaya. The only fae associated with pearls are us water nymphs. After all, legend has it that if we cry out of true sorrow, our tears will turn into pearls. Want me to cry for you right now? I could do it. I mean, we know each other so well, and you didn't even recognize my singing voice. That could get me going. Of course not. Otherwise, there'd be nothing but pearls at the bottom of the water now, wouldn't there? I bet pearl necklaces wouldn't be nearly as expensive either. Plus, those pearls wouldn't be the quality kind. They'd be misshapen and have all sorts of impurities. If only there really were oyster sprites, though. I bet if you paid one, you could get all sorts of beautiful pearl jewelry. Oh, right. Take this pill to warm yourself up. You fell into a puddle on your way down, right? I heard your footsteps through the ice the minute you got to the entrance of the cave. You traversed the ice wall only to fall into the water at the last moment. I heard you sputtering from here. Now, I was considering letting you have a few sips of strong liquor to warm you back up. But on second thought, spirits that have been frozen lead to intoxication too quickly. So I thought this pill would be better. It's something hunters use to warm themselves up out in the frigid wilderness. Good. Now we can get back to your question. You wanted to know why I practice in a place like this, right? Well, the answer's simple. Practicing in the city would disturb people. I used to practice in the theater, doing vocal warm-ups, singing a cappella, you know, stuff like that. Letting some fresh air in always puts me in a better mood, so I would usually practice with the window open. And, well, do I even need to say how captivating and they wouldn't leave until I was done? Honestly, the people were packed as tight as sardines down there. But it's not like I could do anything to help it. That said, there's another reason I don't really practice in the theater anymore. I don't exactly recall when, but one day, this young girl showed up in the crowd of people who had come to listen to me. She turned out to be quite smart. She studied my habits to the point where, at all times, she knew when and where I was going to practice. And sure enough, she'd always be there. People would even pay her to show them where I'd be so they could be sure to grab a spot. She made quite the sum that way. Now and then, she'd even send me a basket of flowers with a thick handwritten letter tucked inside. The letters weren't anything special, mostly the same flattery I've heard 10,000 times. They read a tad awkwardly too, but at least they were sincere. So, I'd often send her a ticket to my latest show in return. I thought it'd make her happy. I like people who chase after what they love with all their might, but still have some smarts to show for it. I think people like that are fun and cute. I would have loved for our fun to continue. She changed. She no longer came to my practice sessions because she liked to hear me sing. She just wanted to make Mora. Lots and lots of it. Enough that she could put all the relentless celebrity chasing behind her. That much I wouldn't have minded, but then I discovered at some point she started selling every single ticket I sent her for several times the price. I suppose she didn't like my music anymore. The innocent version of her who was just there for the love of my voice was no more. In human terms, she grew up. I no longer found her cute, fun, or interesting. And I certainly didn't want to play with her anymore, so I moved to a different practice location. I won't meet anyone interesting here, of course, but at least I can practice my singing in peace. Although, You braved the journey here now, didn't you? Freezing puddle and all. Don't even go there. It's been good precisely. Thanks. The problem isn't that perhaps I was honestly all I need. But alas. No, it's like I said. I swear. Actually, shh. There we go. See those brightly... that goes without saying. Anyway, I'm Perfect! This prime ice pillar is good to go! Oh, I knew I could count on... Now then. That's right! Looks like I can practice in peace for now. Since you helped me fix these prime ice pillars, allow me to sing you a little practice piece. Unnecessary. I'm practicing here anyway. So